Good day everyone. So for today, ang i-discuss natin is all about quadratic inequalities. So quadratic inequalities. So before tayo mag-solve ng mga quadratic inequalities, so mas maganda na malaman muna natin yung mga properties na gagamitin natin when we deal with quadratic inequalities. So let's have properties of inequalities. Okay. So number one property, okay, is a product is positive if both factors are positive or both are negative. So para mas maintindihan natin ang ibig sabihin nitong property of inequality number 1, ang ibig sabihin lang nito ay magkakaroon daw tayo ng product. Let's say product is A and B. Okay. Since positive, so we will apply greater than 0. Okay? So since any number greater than 0 is considered a positive number. Okay? So para daw magkaroon tayo ng product ng positive A and B greater than 0, dapat daw yung A natin must be greater than 0 and B must be greater than 0. So both are greater than 0. Okay? Or both are negative naman. So when we say negative, that will be less than 0. And B is less than 0. So as you can see, no, dito kailangan pareho siyang positive. So ayan, no, both factors are positive. No? So both factors are positive. So ito yon. Yan natin na-highlight. Okay. So both factors are positive. Or pwede rin naman na both are negative. Both the factors are negative. So both are negative. So ayun, yun yung sinasabi nung property number 1 ng inequality. So let's proceed with number 2. Okay, so a product naman daw is negative if, so kailan daw magkakaroon ng negative? If one factor is positive and the other is negative. Okay. So kailangan opposite. So paano naman natin yun i-represent? Okay, so let's say, no, para magkaroon tayo ng negative na product, so that is AB less than 0. Okay, because any number less than 0 is a negative number. So, mangyayari daw niyan, dapat it's either yung isa, A is greater than 0 and B less than 0, so opposite, or okay, or yung A naman yung less than 0 and B is greater than 0. Okay. So ito daw yun, no? So it's either either one factor is positive, the other is negative, or the other is negative, the other one is positive. So ito parehong positive, so both are positive. Dito naman both are negative. Okay, so yun yung sinasabi ng properties of inequality. Now, let's proceed dun sa ano ba yung mga ways para ma-solve natin yung isang quadratic inequality. So, sulat ko na lang dito methods, no? Methods to solve quadratic inequalities. Okay, so we have 3. Okay, so number 1 is what we call the case exploration method. Then second one is yung tinatawag nating inspection. Okay, so yung tinatawag nating inspection of sign method. And then the third one is yung tinatawag nating parabola method. Okay. So, overview lang nung bawat method gagamitin natin. So, for case exploration, okay, so dito, ang gagawin natin is, we will going to deal with yung different cases, no? So, later on, I'm going to give you some examples kung paano gamitin itong case exploration, okay? Then, when we say inspection of sign naman, dito, we're dealing with more on signs, no? But again, both of method 1 and method 2 will still use the properties of inequality. Okay. So, without further ado, let's have an example for case exploration method. Okay. So, let's start with case exploration method. Okay, so let's have example number 1. Okay, I'll use green, okay. So for example, for our first example, let's have x squared minus 5x plus 6 less than 0. Okay, so when we see an expression like this one, so this is in a quadratic inequality because number 1, it uses inequality symbol which is less than, okay? And another thing that we observe here is naka-quadratic equation siya because the highest variable or the highest power of the variable is 2. Okay, so ano yung step na gagawin natin dito for us to use case exploration method? Okay, so first thing na kailangan natin gawin is to express the quadratic inequality in factored form. So, ang gagawin daw natin, itong quadratic inequality na to, okay, so we will going to factor. So, ano ba yung factor ng x squared minus 5x plus 6? So, looking at 6, okay, so looking at 6, hanap lang ako ng factor niyan na kapag minultiply ko is positive 6, then kapag inad ko naman is negative 5. So, obviously, nakikita ko dyan that is negative 3 and negative 2. Okay, so negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. Negative 3 plus negative 2 is negative 5. So, ayan na yung factored form natin. Okay, so that will be factor x squared. So, that will become x, then minus 3, then the other one is x minus 2. That is less than 0. Okay, so after natin siyang ma-factor, okay, so we can now apply yung property of inequality kanina. So since we are dealing with less than here, so alam natin kapag less than, ang connotation natin ng less than is negative. Okay, so tuwing kailan nga ulit tayo nagkakaroon ng negative product? Ang sabi, kakaroon tayo ng negative product if one of the factor is positive, then the other factor is negative. So we will apply, okay, so 2 different cases here. So for case number 1, okay, so for case number 1, okay, ang gagawin natin dito is yung a is greater than 0 and b is less than 0. So meaning, okay, ganito natin siya isusulat, no? So that will be x minus 3 that is greater than 0 and x minus 2 that will be less than 0. And then we will solve the value of x. So that will become, simply transpose negative 3, okay, the other side. So it will become x that is greater than 3 and same thing here. So transpose negative 2, okay, so that will become x less than 2. Okay, so meron na tayo ditong dalawang values, no, for x, no. So we have x is greater than 3 and x is less than 2. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to graph this one. So i-graph muna natin siya. But remember, okay, before we graph, no, remember lang that we use the word and, no. So in math kasi, when we use the word and, no, so it connotes what? It connotes intersection. Okay. So intersection siya. So paano nasabing intersection later on? Okay? So we will discuss. So gawin muna natin ngayon is we will going to graph this on a number line. Okay? So ayan, meron na tayong number line. So maglalagay lang tayo ng value dito. Let's say 1 2 3 4 and then 5. Okay. So ang gagawin natin dito sa number line is we will going to plot. Okay. So remember, kapag ang ginamit natin na inequality symbol, okay, is dito na lang. Ang ginamit nating inequality symbol is greater than or less than. So ang ginagamit lang natin dito is yung hollow dot. So yung ganyan, hollow dot. Bakit hollow dot? Kasi ang ibig sabihin ng hollow dot is hindi included yung number na yon. So hindi kasama yung number na yon. So for example, x is greater than 3. So obviously, the next number here is 4. Okay, so parang ganun siya. Dito naman, x is less than 2. So the next number here is 1. So kumbaga hindi kasama yung mismong indicated number. So first is we were going to plot this one. Okay, so I will use red ink for this. So first is x is greater than 3. So 3 daw. So 3. So hollow dot lang. Okay. So since greater than 3 siya, so lahat ng values ng greater than 3, I will shade that. Okay. Shadean ko siya. And so ayan yung mga values ng greater than 3. Okay. So I will put an arrow here to indicate that the values greater than 3 will extend up to the positive infinity. Okay, so kasi 'di ba pag sinabi natin greater than 3, so wala namang yun no? Hindi man natin alam kung saan matatapos. So yun na, gagawin na natin positive infinity. Okay. So the next one is, okay na tayo dito sa x is greater than 3. The next one is x is less than 2. So ito yun, x is less than 2. So less than 2, ibig sabihin, all the numbers to the left of positive 2. So pag ganun naman siya. Ayan. So si-shadean lang natin yung numbers that deals with it. Okay. So since hindi natin alam kung hanggang kailan matatapos yung less than negative 2, so we will indicate this as negative infinity. Okay. So the next question here is, okay, nagkaroon ba ng intersection? Kasi 'di ba kanina, yung binabanggit natin, no? Kanina we're dealing with intersection kasi gumamit tayo ng and, no? So since wala tayong nakitang intersection dito, no? Puro siya palabas, no? So masasabi natin na what? So masasabi natin na this is an empty set. Ibig sabihin, since walang intersection, so empty siya. Okay, so we will just write here. So this is an empty set, no? Therefore, case 2 is case 1 rather is an empty set, no? So yung empty set, ang symbol niyan is yung circle na may dash. Okay. Ayan. Slash, no? Ayan. So to indicate emptiness. Okay. So okay na tayo dyan sa case 1. So we proceed with case number 2. Okay. Case number 2. So dito, sa case number 1, ang ginawa natin is A is greater than 0 and B is less than 0. So this time, babalik ta rin natin. So this time, it will be A less than 0 and B greater than 0. Okay. So same naman. So kung kanina, ang connotation natin dito is this is positive, negative. Dito naman, this will become negative and positive. Okay, so let's continue. So ang gagawin lang natin, okay, I will use green ink here. So magiging x minus 3, this time less than 0, and x minus 2 greater than 0. Okay, so solving for x, so transpose lang, no? So it will become x is less than 3 and x is greater than 2. Okay, so again, gumamit tayo ng word na and, no? So gumamit tayo ng word na and. So again, it connotes intersection ulit. Okay, so titignan ngayon natin, no, kung meron bang intersection na mangyayari. Okay, so let's graph it on the number line. Okay. So drawing tayo ng number line. Yep. Ulit. Yan. Okay, so mark it natin lang siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So, ayan. So this time, we were going to plot, no? So ipa-plot na natin siya. So x daw is less than 3. So again, since we're using greater than and less than sign symbol, so we use hollow dot, no? Okay, so x is less than 3, so ito yon. But when we say less than 3, okay, and we say less than 3, so that will be 2, 1, and up to negative infinity. But let us first plot the other value for x. Okay, so here, okay, so kanina alam natin, di ba, na when we say x is less than 3, yung numbers niya is papunta sa left. Okay, so pag ganun siya, no? Ayan. So papunta lahat sa left. Pero hindi ko muna isasagad dito. Bakit? Kasi yung isa nating factor is x is greater than 2. So lalagyan ko ng hollow dot yung 2. Okay. So kung greater than 2 siya, okay, so yung numbers niya is papunta naman sa 3 onwards, no? 3 papuntang positive infinity. So dito pa lang, nakita na natin na nagkaroon na siya ng intersection. So ito yung intersection na tinatawag. Ayan. So yan yung intersection na yan. Okay, so nag-meet yung numbers between 2 and 3. Okay, so anong ibig sabihin ngayon nito? No? So ibig sabihin nito, meron ngayon tayong makukuhang solution. Okay, so ano yung magiging solution niya since nagkaroon tayo ng intersection? So therefore, yung ating solution dito for case number 2 is x is less than 3, okay? And x is greater than 2. Ibig sabihin, yung values na less than 3 and greater than 2, so in between 2 and 3, okay? So yan yung solution set nung given quadratic inequality. Okay, so ayan na, meron na tayong dalawa, no? So therefore, yung ating solution set, x is less than 3 and x is greater than 2. Okay, but remember, no, dun sa kanina, dun sa properties of inequality, when dealing with a product of a certain quadratic inequality, so ang ano kasi natin dito is, 'di ba? Sabi natin dito, case 1, 'di ba? Or case 2. Ibig sabihin either of the two. So sa math, when we use the word or, okay, or it deals with union. So union. So ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng union? So pag pinagsasama siya, okay. So ang gagawin lang natin dito is pagsasamahin lang natin yung case 1 tsaka yung case 2. But since yung case 1 natin is an empty set, so parang wala na rin siya, no? So lalabas na case 2 lang talaga. So therefore, ang magiging final answer natin dito would be, okay, so kasi pag pinagsama natin siya, ganito yung magiging itsura niya, no? So for case 1, this is an empty set, no? Tapos union ng case 2, which is yung 2 and 3. Okay, so yun, no? So since empty set yun nga, magiging value na lang ito is 2 and 3. Okay, so in symbols, no, pwede natin itong i-rewrite in symbols. Yung solution set natin, okay, so this will be our final answer, no? So yung solution set natin will be, okay, so that will be x such that, okay, x is greater than 2 but less than 3. Okay? So, ganun lang. Ganun lang natin siya susulat. Okay? So, this is our first example for case exploration method. Okay? So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me using our different platforms. Okay? So, we proceed with example, another example. Okay, so since dito sa first example, ang binigay nating ano dito, inequality symbol is less than. Okay, so paano naman yung gagawin natin okay, if greater than naman yung given. Okay. So, magbigay tayo ng example, no? Paano kaya kung greater than naman? So, for letter B, okay. So, let's have say x squared plus 4x minus 5 greater than 0. Okay, so ayan. So, first thing na gagawin natin, again, katulad din kanina, so we will factor out. Okay. So, yun muna, no? So, negative 5, hanap tayo ng factor ng negative 5 na pag inad natin is positive 4. So, that will be 5 and negative 1. Okay, so factor out x squared, that will be x plus 5. Then the other one is x minus 1. That will be greater than 0. And again, since we use greater than, okay, so it means positive. So, ang tanong, tuwing kailan nga ulit tayo nagkakaroon ng positive? Okay, so positive na product. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng positive na product if both factors are positive or both factors are negative. So, gagawin natin yun. So, let's start with our case number 1. So, for case number 1, okay, so both are positive. Okay, so paano to? Okay, so we just write, okay, so x plus 5, that will be greater than 0, and x minus 1, that will be greater than 0. So napansin nyo, both are greater than, or meaning both are positive. Okay? So solving for x, we have x is greater than negative 5 and x is greater than 1. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to plot this, no? So ipa-plot natin siya sa number line. Okay? So ayan, ito yung number line. So since may negative 5 tayo, okay? So ang gagawin na lang natin dito, ayan. Negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, and 1. Okay. So, ayan. So, i-plot muna natin yung x is greater than negative 5. So, ito yun. No? Since again, greater than pa din, no? So, hollow dot pa din yung gagamitin natin. So, additional info lang. So, kapag ang ginamit naman natin is greater than and equal to, so yung ganitong symbol, okay, dito na lang sa taas, yung greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, ang gagamitin naman natin dito is solid dot, no? Solid dot, yung ganyan siya. Ayan. So ano lang yan, additional information. Okay. So again, plot na natin yung x is greater than negative 5, no? Ayan siya, hollow dot. So kung greater than negative 5 siya, okay, so lahat ng numbers na papunta sa kanan, yun yung, okay, highlight natin or i-solid line natin. Okay. Pero plot muna natin yung isa. Okay, so x is greater than 1. Okay, so ito daw yon. So, hollow dot ulit. So, greater than 1, so papunta pa rin dun. Okay. So, kung mapapansin nyo, okay, lahat ng possible solutions natin ay papunta sa positive infinity. Okay. So, ganun siya, 'di ba? Ayan. So, ano ngayon ang masasabi natin dito na solution set? Ibig sabihin nito ay ano? Ang ibig sabihin lang nito ay okay, so yung magiging natin dito, solution set ay Okay, so tama. Negative 5, since ano yun ano, gumamit tayo ng parenthesis, meaning pag parenthesis hindi siya included, no, yung number na yon. So parenthesis negative 5 up to positive infinity. Okay, so yun siya. So ayan, ito na ngayon yung ating sagot or solution set, no, for our solutions, no, for our case number 1. Okay, so punta naman tayo dun sa case number 2. Okay. So case number 2 naman natin, dapat ito naman is both are negative. Okay, so both are negative naman. So ang gagawin lang natin dito is gagawin lang natin siyang puro negative. So that will be x plus 5 less than 0 and okay, x minus 1 less than 0. Okay? So ayan. So solve for x lang. So that x is less than negative 5 and x is less than 1. Okay. So obviously pag ginrap natin to, no, sa number line, madali naman na siyang makikita. Okay, so we have negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 1, and then, sorry, 0 muna. 0 and then 1. Okay, ayan. So, plot na natin. So, x is less than negative 5. So, dito yon. Okay. Papunta sa negative infinity, no? Kasi less than negative 5. So, pag ganun siya. Okay. So, pag ganun, no? Then, the other one is 1, no? 1 but less than 1, no? Ibig sabihin, ito papunta din sa left side, no? Pag ganun din siya, no? So obviously, kung ganyan yung makikita natin, so dadaanan lang niya yung negative 5. Dadaanan lang niya yung negative 5. Okay? So anong ibig sabihin nito? Ibig sabihin nito, yung ating solution set ay ano? Ating solution set ay okay, tama. So magiging negative infinity. Okay, and then hanggang 1. Okay, so ayan siya. So ayan. Meron na tayo for solutions or solution set for our case number 2. Since, di ba, tulad kanina, ang kino-consider natin is case 1 or case 2. So again, or, gumamit tayo ng or. So this is a union. Okay, so pagsamahin lang natin, no? Paano yun? So magiging sagot natin will be, okay, so union ng negative 5, positive infinity, union ng, okay, so negative infinity and 1. Okay. So ayan siya. Or pwede nating isulat siya in the form of ating solution set as, ayan tayo. Ito. Yung ating solution set as x such that, okay, so ano, x such that x is greater than negative 5 or gawin na natin yung union, no? Union ng x less than 1. Okay? So ayan. That will be our final answer. So again, kung meron kayong questions or gustong i-clarify, so huwag kayong mahihiyang magtanong. Okay? So that's it for our examples for case exploration method. See you on the next video.